Hello, everybody, and welcome back to TBO. Today's episode, Hawkeye! Yay!
Yay!
So if you've been listening to our sort of quick reviews of this, not our favorite show. Definitely not our favorite show.
No.
Which is a shame because we were meant to care about Hawkeye, and instead we had the Black Widow effect where we cared about all the other characters in the show except the person in the show.
Just showing how well Clint and Natasha go out together.
Yeah. I mean, I like Black Widow, but, it's not her movie. It's her family's movie, and this is not Hawkeye's show. This is the Hawkeye replacement show, where we find better characters than Hawkeye.
Yeah, let's just get into it.
Okay, let's start with episode 1. We get introduced to Kate Bishop firing a bow at a clock tower and then destroying a clock tower.
That's pretty cool.
Nice introduction. Really bad CGI, though.
Yeah,
really
but
bad.
It was a cool scene, though. It was a cool concept.
Yeah. Oh, also we get to see the Battle of New York as well, from the perspective of a little girl. And
yes,
then the dead
and that
dad.
The first of the stupid things to happen, where the girl was gone, yep, someone just saved me with a bow and arrow, I want to use a bow and arrow.
Yeah, I saw Hawkeye rather than all the other Avengers. I'm like, okay, they do justify it slightly later on in the show where it's like, you had no powers, all you did was go out there with a bow and arrow and you still saved people, you're still a hero, and it's like, okay, I could do that. I don't have a billionaire tech suit. But yeah. Also the dad's in trouble with money, which will come back later on. Which means Kingpin's been around for oh yeah, by the way, full spoilers. I don't give a shit at this point.
I mean, the internet's already spoiled it. If you haven't seen the spoilers by now,
we're already really late with this. We weren't giving a shit about this one. We were putting this back in January, so
I was making an argument never to do this.
Yeah, but then basically our best and worst review of the year has been delayed because my phone got sent back to get fixed, and that had all my notes on it, and I can't access my notes from any other devices at the moment, so until my notes come back, I don't remember what I watched or saw this year. I remember bits and pieces, but there was a lot of stuff that I liked, but I can't remember, so this is our end of year thing, and it's Hawkeye.
Although
a disappointment for a disappointing year.
Of January.
Yeah, this is a disappointing this is a disappointing thing for a disappointing year. Although there's been a lot of good stuff this year, but this was not one of those things. Did you enjoy the musical, Dan?
Oh no, I absolutely hated it.
Did you enjoy that the only end credit scene was the entirety of the musical?
No, I was so pissed off. I was like, I watched through that whole musical thinking, okay, yeah, there's going to be a cameo in the audience, isn't there?
Yelena's going to be in it clapping or something.
Yeah, and then just, no, it was just a musical. And I was like, oh, thanks. Go for that. Thanks for that.
They should have put Yelena there clapping.
Yeah, I would have actually enjoyed that. I'd be like, a nice, good moment.
That would have been a better fucking cameo. That would have been a better fucking cameo. She didn't turn up for the entire thing, and it was just her at the end clapping, watching Hawkeye, the Rogers the musical.
That would have been great, but they did nothing with it. It was just a musical, and it was a really annoying musical as well.
Yeah, it's just bad. I don't know why. I know it's meant to be cheesy and campy, and it's meant to be bad, but it was bad.
I'm fine with cheesy and campy, right? But it's bad because it led to nothing. It was pointless.
Oh yeah, we already saw it. We saw it when Hawkeye watched it.
Yeah,
and then it's just here's an extended shot,
and it was too long afterwards.
Yeah, it was like, oh yeah, we get to watch this again. Great, this sucks so much. But yeah, we basically get Hawkeye is in New York catching up with his family after being dusted, and then Kate Bush he pees in a bathroom stall and someone asks for a photo.
Honestly, this show was so awkward.
Yeah. It was just nothing. Like, who gives a shit about Hawkeye? Like, I know Hawkeye is the butt of a lot of jokes, but they had a real chance to make Hawkeye cool. Like,
this show,
it's him dealing with the past of, like, Ronan is the coolest thing he's done, and it's just like, oh yeah, here's us dealing with it. It's the tracksuits.
The tracksuit
people
mafia,
in tracksuits are gonna be the ones killing us. Not ninjas, not anything, just a bunch of dumbasses in tracksuits.
Honestly, this show had 6 episodes in, and 4 episodes felt like fillers.
Yeah, and then the last 2 feel rushed.
I know, it's how they got this wrong. This is definitely the worst Marvel TV show.
Yeah. But basically, Kate Bishop doesn't like being rich, or does like being rich, but doesn't like her mum being possessive over her being rich, or something like that. And so goes off and doesn't like her new boyfriend, who misdirect isn't the bad guy, but is just a goofy guy.
Oh no, the classic cliche.
Yeah, I knew from the moment I saw the mum, I was just like, yeah, the mum's evil, the new guy isn't. Like, they're going to just pin everything on him. And it's just going to be like, oh, this is a big misdirect. Because in the comics, he's meant to be swordsman who's apparently meant to have trained Hawkeye. So I don't think that's how that works in this universe.
No, that might be, he might train Kate Bishop eventually.
Maybe. Who knows? But she's already done all the fighting and stuff, and Hawkeye's now got her
true,
at a farm.
It's clearly obvious that he's still better than her.
True. But yeah, then we get Kate Bishop going to an underground auction where the dude who really likes swords tries to buy Hawkeye's sword, or Ronin's sword, and then the other dude tries to buy something else. I don't remember what he was trying to buy. No, did the other dude buy the sword? I don't think the watch got put on sale. I think the sword was put on sale, and then the guy who likes swords wanted to buy the sword, but the other guy was like, "No, I'm not going to let you buy the sword. I want to buy the sword." And then he just steals the sword when the chaos erupts. I think that's what happened. And then Kate Bishop's there looking and does the little gag with Gary sent me, or whoever the guy's name she says, and that was kind of fun. And then he turns up and goes, "I didn't send you here." And she's like, "Oh, well, that's your fault, Gary. We feel underappreciated," or whatever the fuck she said.
To be fair, I think that's not right. Haley Steinfeld has done a great job in this show. I think she's fantastic. She's a fantastic casting.
We were saying before, the three best parts of this show were Haley Steinfeld, Yelena, and Kingpin.
Yeah,
and
everything else is forgettable. Even Echo, to be honest.
I feel Echo is like good for that actress. She's given it a role, but the material she's given is absolute dog shit.
Yeah, so I want to care, but I don't.
Also, fun fact I learned about that is the leg that she has. She actually is crippled or like paraplegic.
I was going to say, don't say that word. That's a really bad word to say.
But yeah, she is. That's not part of the character. That is actually her as well, and she is deaf.
Actually, not the character in the comics.
Not the character in the comics. She is just. They just went, yeah, fuck it. We'll give her.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but but the script she was given wasn't good.
And her friend or whatever it was like, nah, don't give a shit about his life. That weird sort of friendship, forced love interest thing. I was like, nah, I don't care about this. Don't care that he dies. Don't care that she killed him. Don't know why she cares.
I think there just wasn't enough there. I mean, we did see her backstory a little bit, didn't we? With her.
Yeah. Also, I like how they CGI'd the dog's eye. They spent money on that.
That's quite funny.
Because when you see the dog in like press interviews, they don't have the eye closed, like the damaged eye. So rather than just going, I know that what they're doing is because they need loads of dogs to be on set so that they can just swap them out and do other things with them at the time. But it's kind of funny that they didn't go and find a dog with a like damaged eye or like a bit beaten up so that they could just do that rather than CGIing it.
How many dogs do you reckon have damaged eyes?
Loads.
Have you ever seen one?
Yeah.
In person?
Yeah.
How many have you seen?
Like 2.
Like, I've never seen one, but...
Loads of... Like, that's because they're all in cages most of the time, Dan, and then they get put down because no one wants them. What a shit.
So sad.
Marvel could have fucking hired that dog and made it fucking famous, and then people would have wanted it. But no, they went and got a good dog that they CGI'd the eye. They faked cripple.
Damn you, Marvel.
Yeah. They spent money. They spent some of their budget making a dog's eye closed.
How much money do you reckon was spent on Hawkeye?
Oh, probably the least amount, because the CGI in it looks bad a lot of the time. Like, a lot of the arrow shots where they're trying to make the arrows look cool looks kind of shit.
Hawkeye had a budget of 150 million.
Fuck, that's too much. They spent too much, and it does not show. It's one of the worst looking as well. It just looks flat a lot of the time, and it's shot badly. Like, I don't know movie shots well enough, but I'm like, it looks bad. Just it didn't look interesting a lot of the time. But yeah, the end of episode 1 is basically the mum, spoilers, kills a guy who I think's the uncle of the guy that's going to get pinned, and Kate Bishop steals the Ronin suit and fights a bunch of people, and then the tracksuits turn up in the thing. That's why there's chaos, because they're trying to get something. I don't know what they're fucking trying to get, because they just kind of pick up the watch, which then tags Hawkeye in it. I think they're trying to get the suit. I honestly don't remember what the motivations were for these tracksuit cunts. And then Kate Bishop runs through the streets, gets caught on camera. Hawkeye goes, "Oh shit, someone's wearing my suit." Goes and tracks down. No idea how he tracks her down, and then just kind of. Because she has a tracking device, because she could just track people's phones because her mum's a security software
Yeah,
expert.
also, if Hawkeye had the tracking thing in his suit, why didn't he just get in the first place?
Yeah. And then they kind of fight, and then it's like, oh my god, my hero is coming to fight me. And then it's like, hey, look, I gotta help you.
But I think other notable things is Hawkeye training.
He doesn't, though.
No, but he trains her to use the trick arrows.
That's not him training, that's just him going, you know how to fire a bow, fire these, but don't use these ones.
Oh, then
In
use
the
them
worst
later.
car chase, yeah, and then in the worst car chase I've ever seen. It's so slow and boring. And then it's just like, oh, fire an arrow that's goopy.
Nearly all of this is forgettable. I think the only thing I remember is the giant arrow.
Yeah, and I didn't like that, because I'm like, that should have just killed everyone. But no, it just damages the back of their car and they're fine. I'm like, no, that should have just smashed into and crushed everyone. Like, if there are people in the back seat, yeah, great, cool. But no, it's Marvel. They're not going to be people in the back seat. It's just going to be the back seat.
Also, it's Christmas. You can't.
Oh, yeah,
everyone.
fucking worst setting for a fucking Marvel film. Like, Iron Man 3, best Christmas thing. This, not the best Christmas thing.
What about next year's when they got Guardians of the Galaxy, a holiday special?
Christmas, maybe. I mean, that could potentially dethrone it, but, like, I love Iron Man 3. But yeah, oh, do you like the LARPers? Live action role players?
To be fair, they're fine. They're fine.
They're cops and firefighters. So
It's fine.
You know,
It's fine.
you know they're heroes, Dan. You know they're heroes because they're cops and firefighters.
Yeah,
they're not just
yeah.
random people on the street. Because you know how cops and firefighters love to live action roleplay.
I know. I'm pretty sure that is real in some extent. Like, there's definitely is people who are like that.
Oh yeah, but I love how disinterested. The only time I've liked Hawkeye in this entire show is where he's just like how disinterested he is in the LARPers. And it's just like, can I get fucking over this? I don't want to fucking deal with this.
I'm pretty sure that
I
is
hate
just Jeremy
everything
Renner's
about-
attitude to the whole
Oh
TV
yeah,
show.
yeah.
So I'm just here for the money.
He looks so disinterested this entire show. You can just like, I know it's meant to be his character. Oh yeah, we get the reveal of Echo in episode 2.
Yeah.
It's just like this random person who no one has any clue and any like interest in except if you've read the comics.
Anything?
Yes,
Anything else?
not really in episode 2. We kind of find out that Hawkeye's wife might know some shit.
Oh, then that just never gets really revealed.
Well, no, the watch. The reason why the watch is important is because it's an Agents of Shield watch.
Yes,
and she
but
was
what
an
does that
agent
watch
of
mean?
Shield. Well, it's a watch.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just a watch.
Oh, also, apparently the number on it is a mockingbird, so she was Mockingbird.
Oh.
So that's why I think it's important, because you then have Mockingbird and Agents of Shield, and Hunter. Man, my two favorite characters in that show. And then they get fucking taken out of it, and then they're never back in. Are they? Okay, you've watched all of Agents of Shield after season 4.
Yes.
Are they in it? Are Hunter
Mockingbird
and
never comes back in. Hunter has a cameo.
Oh, okay, cool. Maybe I'll watch it. I was gonna watch Agents of Shield season 5 to 7 at some point, but
Hunter
I never
has a
got round.
cameo in season 5, but that's about it.
Okay, that sucks. I want those two back. I like those characters. They were the best characters. What else happened in episode 2? Not much. Not much at all. Episode 3 was the shit car chase, where we get to see Pimtech, which was fun. We get the backstory on Echo, where her dad died, and then we maybe get the glimpse of Kingpin, and then, a young Kingpin touches the face of a baby girl. And then, once again, the tracksuits are boring. Hawkeye and Kate Bishop are strapped to horses on a rocking horse, and then Hawkeye's like, yeah, I can deal with this. I'm gonna save the day. And then Kate Bishop's like stuck. And then that fight scene was kind of cool. Did you like the fight scene in the warehouse where they're kind of
No.
fighting? Yeah, no. It's kind of just dull, isn't it? I like the fact that he just straight up pins people to the wall, but then they don't die.
I don't think it's so much that this TV show is bad. It's just boring.
Yeah.
Like, it feels bad
there's
because
the
I could
goop
be
arrow.
more interested in this review and just complain about it, but it's just dull.
There's the goop arrow, Dan, where they shoot a arrow at the car and it goops up the thing, and then they put the wipers on.
I think they've overdone these trick arrows. I liked how they did it in sort of Avengers, but there wasn't that much. They just got the electric ones occasionally, or that grapple one. But they've just done too many here.
Oh yeah, fuck, we forgot to talk about Hawkeye being a bit deaf.
Oh yeah, he's deaf now. That was never intended in any other properties, but somehow, yeah, he's been deaf for a long time.
No, it's because of all the explosions, Dan.
Yeah.
Remember the montage of all the explosions in Hawkeye?
I mean, I get it makes you deaf, but at the same time...
Well, he's not deaf. He's deafening.
Yeah, he's hard of
So
hearing.
he can't hear his little boy on the phone. Remember that scene where Kate Bishop has to write down and then he has to kind of pretend that he knows what he's saying? And then there's the heartbreaking bit. It's okay if you can't come back for Christmas. And he's like, oh shit, well, I promised I'd be back for Christmas. Oh yeah, by the way, the whole premise is this is Hawkeye's got to get back for Christmas. Which I, personally, wanted him to die. Because I would have thought that would have been fucking hilarious. Because you have this happy-go-lucky holiday fest film, like, just running around the streets of New York going happy and then Hawkeye just dies. And then no one gets a happy Christmas, and then it's just sad. I thought that would have been great. But no, they didn't do that. They even have the assassin hired to kill him, just not come and kill him. Kind of just toy around for a bit. I gotta stop making the fucking thing full screen. Yeah, that's episode 3. Episode 4 kind of gets interesting, I think.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
It, like 10% more interesting.
Oh yeah, because at the end of episode 3, Hawkeye and Kate are running around their house, and then they get stopped by Jack with the sword, and it's like, oh, is there going to be a fight? And then it's just they sit down at a table and talk it out.
Yep, of course, classic Marvel.
Well, that's not classic Marvel. That's just this shitty TV show. They don't have the budget for a fight sequence. Yeah, because he can't go hand to hand in sword combat. He can only shoot things from a distance.
Although Ronan definitely can go hand to hand in combat.
Oh yeah, yeah. Then we get the fun montage of Kate and Hawkeye dealing with the fact that they're alone for Christmas, where they
so sad.
ride on. Yep. And they watch movies rather than, doing stuff. Do you like the fact that they showed Hawkeye getting damaged and everyone getting damaged and they're just human because they take damage?
No.
Neither did I. I'm like, oh, okay. Do you like the fact that Lalapas create their new outfits?
No.
Did you like the fact that they break into Echo's house and then they're like flashing alarms rather than massive alarms because she's deaf?
I mean, it's a thing. I get it. I understand that.
And then Yelena turns up and kind of fights Hawkeye for a bit and then just pieces out once Kate Bishop gets there.
Yeah. The show actually gets interesting only because Yelena's in there.
But then she just kind of fucks off and goes, look, I'm going to kill these people. Like, she has Hawkeye right at her side, so she could just shoot him, and then no, it's like, nope, I'm not going to kill him. Could have just shot him, ended it all, done my mission, got paid, get laid.
Yeah, done.
Gatorade.
Cool, thanks.
But yeah, and then, yeah. This is where it gets interesting, is episode 5.
Yes.
Because you have that lovely fucking sequence where Kate Bishop and Yelena just talk.
Honestly, these two might be my favorite MCU duo.
Yeah, they're just great together. I love it. Yelena eating macaroni and cheese, putting loads of hot sauce on it for no real reason. Apparently she did that in the actual thing. That's not she actually ate all the cheese with the hot sauce. It was her suggestion.
Yelena's great.
Yeah.
Like, Florence Pugh, she's fantastic in the role. Haley Steinfeld, also fantastic. I hope there's a spin-off on this TV show just with those two.
Yeah. We get to see a different perspective on the blip, where you get to see the person actually blip and then come back, and it just kind of phases around them and then immediately phases back.
Yeah, that was cool. I enjoyed that.
Then time has passed, and she's in her friend's house, and the friend has a kid now and whatnot. But yeah, that was it. And then, yeah, we just get like a fucking long-ass sequence where Yelena and Kate Bishop just talk about shit and why she shouldn't kill Hawkeye. Jack gets framed for everything because Kate Bishop told her mum.
Yeah.
Those cops who were there just did nothing. We get Hawkeye's little speech in front of the plaque of New York for all the Avengers. And it's like, I'm sorry for what I'm going
to... That's actually one of the few moments.
I can't remember, but I think some sort of Avengers theme plays over that. So we get Kate Bishop. Oh yeah, at the end, Hawkeye goes, look, of episode 4, he goes, nah, look, I don't want to work with you anymore. It's gotten dangerous. They've sent a Black Widow assassin. And then it's like, I don't want to...
The next episode, the Black Widow assassin just goes towards her anyway. And it's like, well, thanks. Okay, that was great.
And then it's like, okay, cool. What if she didn't have a heart of gold, like Yelena did? What if it was an actual Black Widow assassin? You don't know who it is. You're like, shouldn't I now keep this person safe because she's now seen her face? But no, Hawkeye's like, nah, fuck it. You could just die. I don't care. But yeah, then we get Kate Bishop trying to get Hawkeye back and going, look, I know you're mad at me, but I'm going to come and help you. And then you get Hawkeye dressed up as Ronan trying to take down Echo, who apparently can hold her own against an Avenger. And then actually gets the upper hand on the Avenger and is only saved by Kate Bishop. You know?
Yes, because Kate Bishop is clearly one of the best Avengers right now.
Yeah. Also, that costume looks goofy. Jeremy Renner just looks goofy in any costume. And it's like, oh, then we get the reveal that, yeah, your boss was the one who hired me to kill your dad, not me. I didn't do it out of my own thing. And then we get, oh, but who's the boss? And then Yelena turns up at the end and goes, hey, look, it's Kingpin. Your mum works for Kingpin, and your mum hired me to kill Hawkeye.
And you're like, oh my God, I'm supposed to care.
Yeah. Like, I cared about Kingpin, because, fuck, that's cool. But, like, they do kind of just ruin Kingpin at the end, where they basically just potentially kill him if they did, but they're not going to have killed him.
Well, let's go into the final episode now, anyway.
Yeah, episode 6 is filled with action, I think. Oh, we get Kingpin in his nice little Hawaiian vest or shirt. I like that. Very comic booky.
I felt like they actually tried to make Kingpin look bigger. I know it's the same actor, but he...
Yeah, they shot the scenes and stuff. They put him in the forefront and everything, so he looks bigger. All the scenes, he looks like he's towering over people.
Which is what's supposed to be. What's like in the comics, right? He's a big bloke, like.
Yeah, they also made him super powered for some reason, because he takes, like, in the Daredevil show, he takes a beating, but he can't hold his... Like, he gets beaten a lot, and he actually looks physically hurt. In this... He looks like he's taken super soldier serum or something, because he just does not get hurt a lot, except for when all the arrows explode. I get that he's fighting a little girl, but like he gets shot in the chest with an arrow and he doesn't even flinch, whereas he's been beaten around the head, but he just kind of... I know he's tough, but like they made him kind of more comic book accurate than Daredevil, because they made him sort of like overpowered.
But I suppose like one thing I don't like about this is Kate Bishop beats Kingpin first try after about a week's training.
Yeah. Well, she kind of cheats. She just blows up all the arrows.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's like...
She is losing dramatically until she pulls the blow up all the arrows trick.
Yeah. And it just doesn't kill him.
I'm surprised he just didn't pick her up, snap her neck, and then just walk away.
That would have plot armor.
Yeah, true. She has to go fight Yelena. No, she doesn't. Oh, she does fight Yelena. That was fun. I like that sequence where she's fighting Yelena. Where they're just like, stop trying to make me like you. And it's like, sorry, sweetie, I can't. And it's just like, oh, God, I want these two. They just need to have a TV show where they go and hunting around fixing all the Black Widows.
Yeah,
Fucking
but it does
great.
make sense for the new Hawkeye and the new Black Widow to like each other.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I don't know where the mum turns up to the party when she's been threatened by the Kingpin and she probably knows she's going to get fucking assaulted, but she still turns up to the party anyway.
Because plot.
Yep. And then we get the LARPers helping out again. God, I hate the LARPers.
This show,
Hawkeye
honestly, man.
Hawkeye has a little fight with that lackey guy, and then it's like, yeah. And then he fucking jumps out into a tree. And then he gets stuck in a tree. And then Kate Bishop fires an acid arrow. Why Hawkeye has acid arrows? Who knows? Why they created acid arrows? Who knows?
They've really overdone the trick arrows here.
No, I like the sequence. There's the trick arrow.
It doesn't
with the
need to be an acid arrow. It could just be a normal arrow.
Yeah. Do you like the arrow that splits into three and the guy catches it and goes, nice shot? He goes, no shit.
I didn't know. I did feel like there was a lot more swearing in the TV show.
Yeah, they seem to do a lot of shits.
Yeah.
Like
I'm surprised.
But it's still a bit of fuck.
I think it's because it's a TV show. They can get away with it a bit more.
Yeah. But do you like the Stark Tech arrow where it just shoots a booster up into the air and then probably kills that guy when he falls back down?
No.
Do you like the arrow that shrinks the van and then the owl, really bad CGI owl, comes and picks it up?
No. I don't like pretty much anything in this TV show apart from Yelena.
Do you like the little arrow that shoots out little sticks that poke people in the face?
Like I said, I don't like these arrows.
Do you like the little arrow that shoots electricity?
Well, that one's fine because we've seen that before.
Do you like the magnet arrow? Do you like...
Honestly,
I don't get how any of these arrows work.
Like, nothing makes any sense. I mean, I get it's fiction, but...
Do you like the arrow that just shoots the big gas cloud that's orange? Don't know what that is.
I think
shoots a big gas...
why I hate these arrows so much, even though it's a world of sci-fi, everything still sort of makes sense.
Yes, a man in a tin suit flying around.
No, but he has self-sustaining energy source that he created himself by using whatever
Yeah,
because he's a genius.
He knows
right?
smart people who made arrows.
Yeah, but it's Hawkeye. He's not a genius. He just makes arrows.
Well, apparently he is, because he knows how to make arrows. And he knows how to take bits and shit and
But there's no logic behind
pieces.
it. Also, Shuri with like Wakanda, that makes sense because it's got vibranium, which is the super material that allows him to do anything. There's just normal arrows, and they just seem to have like magical abilities.
Do you like the car bomb arrow where it blows up a
No, I don't like
airbag?
these arrows. They're stupid.
Do you like the arrow that just freezes that dude's leg and then probably snaps it off and now he's got no leg?
This show is awful.
I don't hate it, but
I don't
man,
hate
it
it,
is
but
not.
it's not good.
Like I think it's one of very highly reviewed though. That's
I
the
know,
thing.
and I don't understand. Because
Yeah, it's on
Eternal's got loads of
92%
hate.
Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, it's on 92% Rotten Tomatoes.
Eternals is
It's
better than
7.
this.
Oh yeah, I 100% agree. But yeah, I want hang on, let's see what episode 1 got. Which is the worst reviewed episode. Episode 1. Let's go Forbes. See if I can. Oh yeah, I forgot that it released the first 2 episodes. Which is, I don't know why Marvel gets all of their stuff released like 2 episodes or 3 episodes, whereas Star Wars seems to only release 1 episode.
I don't think Falcon or Loki were 2 episodes first.
I honestly don't remember. It's such a weird. I mean, they just did it so that they could make it come out before
Yeah, I agree.
Book of Boba Fett. Yeah, because they went, oh shit, we've delayed it too long, and now oh fuck, there's 6 episodes. We got 6 weeks until Book of Boba Fett. We need to make it 5 weeks so that we can get it out before Christmas. That's another thing. We got to get it out before Christmas, and then we can release Book of Boba Fett. So, oh shit, we forgot that it's 6 episodes, not 5, because some of the episodes are so boring we forgot about them.
Quick side note: Book of Boba Fett I found is much more engaging than this.
Yeah. Okay, so we got Never Meet Your Heroes 7.7, Hide and Seek 7.8, Echoes 8.5. Partners, Am I Right? 8.2. Ronin, 8.7. So This Is Christmas, 8.1. Now,
I reckon just take 3 points of all those scores.
What episode had Yelena turn up and actually steal the show? Ronin, 8.7.
Well, she started appearing in episode 4, but...
Yeah, which is also an 8.2. And then 8.1 is also the Yelena episode. 8.5 is one of the worst ones. I don't know why Echoes is 8.5. It's boring. The car chase is shit. I don't get the review. I'd say take 3 off all of these. Give back 3 just for Yelena and Kate Bishop's relationship.
I think the other trouble with this series is we have started watching this off the back of Arcane.
Yes. Which we have to now judge everything against Arcane, which is unfair. Because Arcane is one of the best things ever created.
Yeah. I think maybe if I started watching Hawkeye after watching another bad show, like Big Mouth, I would actually enjoy it a lot more. But I think it's because we watched Arcane.
And then you watch this.
You're like, it's just not
and
good,
now you get
is
the Book of Boba Fett, where you get to go, oh yeah, something actually good television again.
Yes.
See, I've filled my palate with a lot of other stuff after watching Arcane, so I was like just not into it from the very first episode. But I wanted to give it a go. I generally wanted to like this, but I couldn't. And I was seeing everyone love it, and I was just like, maybe I'm just a Grinch. Maybe I'm just not meant for Christmas stuff. And then I was just like, nah.
To be honest, actually, I think it's a pretty good Christmas content.
I guess.
Because Christmas content tends to be pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, if someone tells me,
I still fucking hate that
watch another item of Christmas content, I'll probably say I want to watch this show.
I watched Die Hard. And I don't consider that a Christmas movie. I consider it a movie set at Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Most things that are good tend to be something set at Christmas.
Well, this wasn't.
No, like, the whole point of Hawkeye was he wants to get home for Christmas. That was quite evident.
Yeah, but I still reckon Marvel should have killed him before Christmas. Because that would have been the fucking funniest shit to me ever. Is you have this show all about meant to be lighthearted and fun, and then you just hit... Like, imagine, I would have fucking loved this show if it did that. Like, all the bad shit I would be saying about this show, if they'd killed Hawkeye in a television show before Christmas and had the Kingpin come and snap his neck or something. Like, what an introduction to fucking Kingpin back into the MCU if they had Kingpin just come and snap his neck. And then you have Yelena and, like, after Hawkeye explains to Yelena about how Natasha basically sacrificed herself for the world. Also, That's the thing. This TV show really contradicts with fucking the end credit scene of Black Widow. Because
Yes,
Val isn't the one who apparently hired her to kill Hawkeye.
Well,
Unless Val is technically working for the Kingpin, and Kingpin's the one setting up the Dark
I think
Avenger.
Val has an organization that allows for hitmen, and then I think her mum hired the organization, which then hired Yelena, because...
I guess. But it just so happens to be that Hawkeye is the one that needs to be killed and Yelena has a grudge?
No, I feel
Yelena
like
wouldn't
Val
be... Yeah, but...
manipulated that situation. Like, Val knew it was for Hawkeye, and she was like, I can manipulate Yelena for this. Because Yelena said she's out, and she doesn't want to be contacted until it's mentioned for Hawkeye. And she's like, oh no, I'm going to go kill him.
But does that mean that... I need a timeline, because does that mean the scene where she's standing at the grave is like just before Christmas? And then...
I think it was an autumn, wasn't it?
I guess, but that means that... I'm so confused by that, because if that's the case, then that means that Val knew that Hawkeye would try and intervene or something, or she'd hire, but then she was like, no, you can just sit on it for however long. You don't need to go kill Hawkeye just yet. But then, oh, I managed to get a contract so I could get paid for this? Okay, I'll go kill Hawkeye now. Makes no sense. If she was doing it for personal vengeance, she wouldn't take the contract.
Unless that scene does actually just appear, like, that happens sort of midway through Hawkeye.
That's what I mean. Does that take place at Christmas now?
It must do. It must.
Oh, it's so confusing. I don't know why they fucking did that with the end credit. I don't know a lot of the decisions with Black Widow. I don't know why they didn't release it before Endgame, so you actually give a shit. It would have been fucking cool if you had that scene before, like that end credit scene before Endgame, and you're like, wait, Black Widow dies? Why would Hawkeye kill? Why would Hawkeye be the one to kill? And then you see the scene, and then you're like, oh shit, that's why. I know it would make no sense timeline-wise, but you could have put it at the end of like...
No, if you go on the chronological order on Disney Plus, Black Widow is before Endgame.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But it's also before Infinity War.
Yeah, it is before both, yeah.
So you'd be like, why has Hawkeye killed Black Widow? And then you'd be like, oh, wait, that makes no sense, because... Wait, he's not in it. He's not in it till Endgame. So, but if you'd released it after Infinity War, you could go, wait, what? Why is Hawkeye... well, whatever. You just don't need that scene. I know you want to have Valentina Delegro or whatever her fucking name is, DeFontaine or something, turn up so that you can tie all your shitty things into the TV shows, because that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Let's watch the musical again.
Never. I am never watching the musical again. That is the worst. That is the worst
end credit scene. Yeah. Like, what a fucking... Like, I know the fucking TV shows have had this weird thing where some of them have end credit scenes and then some of them don't, but you usually get like 3 end credit scenes to tie you over for the next week. Hawkeye, it's 1 credit scene. It's the worst fucking thing imaginable.
For those who did not hear that, Danny was just nearly knocked over 2 TVs behind him.
Nah, they're fine.
I said nearly. They were very wobbly on the webcam.
1 TV, 1 monitor.
Close enough. Anyway, I don't think I have
2 TVs.
Anything else to say?
They should have killed Hawkeye. This would have been a great passing of the torch. We're trying to get the Young Avengers. Does this take...
Did you notice Roger's a musical in Spider-Man No Way Home? Yeah, it was on the billboard, yeah. Well, I think most of No Way Home is set actually before Christmas. It's only the end bit that has the snow in it. That's true. They'll forget who it is. So wait, sorry, that's a massive spoiler. That's just a massive spoiler for No Way Home. Yeah, I know, but people still might not have seen No Way Home yet. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's good. I think one other thing I wish they did in here was just have Daredevil involved with Kingpin. I'd love to see that. We've already said it now. It's spoilers for No Way Home. Yeah, I think you don't even need to have Matt Murdock. You could have just had Daredevil fight Kingpin. That would have been great. Well, clearly it's the same universe now. Also, very quickly, does this now mean Spider-Man 1, the original one, is now the first MCU film? Yeah. Anyway, nothing that's been put into the MCU yet. It's rumored to have Tobey Maguire back in it. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's our review. Yeah. I maybe 5, maybe 5, but I do think this is the worst MCU thing ever. Well, what would you say is worse than the MCU? That's not MCU canon, though, is it? Okay, we'll ignore that one for now. But I don't know, maybe some of the Netflix stuff. But actual from Marvel Studios itself, this is the worst. Okay, but from Marvel Studios, this is the worst. Yeah, same. No, okay. So what's our episode next week? Well, hopefully it's that. If it's not, it'll be something else. Yeah. See you later, everybody. Yes, we did. Also, it's Christmas, we didn't want to record on Christmas. Bye-bye.